Right now at 5, Governor Evers urges the legislature to come up with a long-term plan for child care. And as the conflict in Gaza continues, locals in La Crosse are praying for peace.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thanks for watching News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown. Ken is off tonight. Well, it was a cloudy one today, but it had fairly moderate temperatures, so hopefully we're...
Yeah, got to me already. Oops, I was surprised by that. But anyway, yeah, we did have slightly cooler conditions here today as we had some rain showers push into the area. Some have continued as we look at satellite radar right now. We can actually see some of the showers. That batch that pushed through La Crosse is now towards Richland County and pushing further south. Further up to the north, we still have some showers that are impacting Eau Claire into the southeast. But overall, there's still a few out there that will impact the area. And once again, most of it is pushed south of La Crosse, but we still got a few that could impact the area throughout the evening. Once again, very light rain amounts overall to the area, and there's that heavier shower activity now through Crawford and pushing into Richland and out of Richland County here in the next few hours. Overall, big picture shows that all because of that swirl in the atmosphere with another wave that kind of dove south into the area, providing those showers activity. Overall temperatures a little bit cooler today, mid-50s for most areas right now. Yesterday at this time we were in the low to mid-60s, so it is a drop off a little bit. This evening, the showers will be this evening, but then I think drier conditions will come in after 8 p.m. or so for La Crosse, getting down to 52. Still, again, pleasant conditions for this time of year. For Eau Claire, once again, the showers off and on through about 8 p.m. Once again, hit and miss, and then cooler conditions. Once again, still 50 degrees at 10 p.m. for the middle of October. That's doing pretty well. Further on, later on, we'll actually break down if we're going to see any rain for tomorrow and then whether the weekend. And what happens with next week, which is a pretty impressive system that could impact the area. All that coming up later.
All right, thank you, Greg. They didn't want me to do the weather. They wanted you to right away. A U.S. Marine was killed at North Carolina's Camp Lejeune last night. Another Marine suspected to be involved in that death is in custody. According to a statement from the base, the Marine died after an incident in the base barracks. It's unclear how the Marine died or what led up to the incident. The U.S. Department of Defense has not yet responded to a request for comment. The arraignment for the man accused of murdering legendary rap star Tupac Shakur has been delayed once again. 60-year-old Dwayne Keith Davis was indicted by a Nevada grand jury last month on one count of first-degree murder for the 1996 drive-by shooting that resulted in Shakur's death. 2 weeks ago, he did not have an attorney for his first court appearance. In court, attorney Ross Goodman addressed the judge on his behalf.
It's a big case. I mean, it's 27 years in the making, so I understand there's about 600 pages of grand jury transcripts, and you can imagine the amount of evidence and potentially impeachment evidence that comes along with all these witnesses that are going to come out of the woodworks.
Davis has been denied bail. His arraignment has been rescheduled for November 2nd. Sidney Powell, an attorney who was a key figure in former President Donald Trump's alleged efforts to overturn the results of the 2020 election, pleaded guilty to 6 misdemeanor counts after reaching an agreement with prosecutors in Fulton County, Georgia. In exchange for the guilty plea, Powell was sentenced to 6 years on probation and must pay a $6,000 fine and $2,700 in restitution to the state of Georgia. Powell is also required to testify against the other co-defendants in the case. Powell was among the conservative lawyers who pushed claims of widespread fraud in the 2020 election. She and 18 others, including Trump, were charged by a grand jury in Fulton County in August. Powell initially faced 7 charges and pleaded not guilty. Prosecutors agreed to dismiss the charges in the original indictment as part of the plea deal. The man who said police had brought guns to the Wisconsin Capitol and demanded to see Governor Tony Evers was banned from the Capitol Square area Thursday. 43-year-old Joshua Plesnick is charged with carrying a firearm in a public building. During a court appearance today, his signature bond was set at $500 per case. As a condition of his bond, Plesnick cannot possess any dangerous weapons and is banned from the Capitol Square area. Additionally, Plesnick is barred from being within 1,000 feet of Governor Evers or any member of Evers' family. Capitol Police said Plesnick twice brought guns to the Capitol on October 4th and demanded to speak with the governor about male victims of domestic abuse. Urging the legislature to address workforce challenges, that was Governor Tony Evers' message today at Sprout Child Care Center in La Crosse. Earlier this week, Evers' administration announced that they will use $170 million to continue the Child Care Counts program until June 2025. The program was originally set to end in January 2024. For months, Evers had been trying to persuade Republicans to use Wisconsin's $7 billion surplus to keep child care counts running. Evers called a special session last month to try to get the legislature to act, but nothing came of it. Recently, Republicans released their own package of child care bills. Most of the bills focused on changing regulation standards, but one would create interest-free loans for licensed child care providers. Evers did not mince words when asked what's wrong with the Republican plan.
It sucks. That's what's wrong with it. That would be a little bit of money for a handful of people at the end of the year. That's not going to keep a place like this open.
Evers knows his own plan is a short-term fix. He's using Federal Emergency Management Agency money to fund the program's 18-month extension. Once that federal money runs out, there's no current plan to use state funding to keep child care counts going. The Wisconsin Historical Society and the Wisconsin Council for Local History have partnered up to host a conference to share what they've learned over the past year with each other. Anyone with a passion for history could attend the event. The CEO of the Wisconsin Historical Society says this year's theme is the intersection of community with history, culture, and identity.
We're telling our stories not in just our community, but also in a way that our stories, which have local and national impact, can be amplified into the region, and we can share what we all do so well in the Midwest, and that's frame who we are and talk about what we can do for people.
The conference also featured presentations by multiple speakers. If you missed today, the conference does continue tomorrow at the La Crosse Center. You can buy a ticket to the conference on the Wisconsin Historical Society's website. We'll post a link on our website, news8000.com. As the war between Israel and Palestine continues, Egypt and Israel have agreed to allow some aid into Gaza. This morning, at least 30 people were killed in Israeli airstrikes. Officials say the continued airstrikes in the region are overwhelming hospitals and causing concerns for loved ones as people continue their attempts to evacuate their region. Back here in La Crosse, people will be coming to a local church at 7 to pray for peace in Israel and Palestine. People in the community are gathering tonight for a community-wide peace vigil. President Biden just returned from Israel. He says there's an agreement to allow aid into Gaza. News 8 Now's Jeremy Wall joins us with the latest. Jeremy?
Good evening, Emily. The vigil will take place right here at Our Savior's Lutheran Church. People will gather for prayers, hymns, hear from the La Crosse clergy, and support each other as the conflict continues. They will also share grief and mourning. Now, some of the people attending include Rabbi Brian Searle from the local synagogue here in La Crosse and Bishop Felix Malpica, who's running the event. Coming up at 6, I'll speak with Malpica live about the vigil, and then President Biden will be speaking at 7 to discuss the U.S.'s response to the conflict between Israel and Palestine. Biden's speech will be at 7, right after News 8 Now at 6:30. For now, we're live in La Crosse. Jeremy Wall, News 8 Now.
All right, thank you, Jeremy. The vigil is open to the public. It will also be streamed on Our Savior Lutheran Church's website. Just ahead, the speaker's race is a stalemate. We'll take a look at how divisions among House Republicans are only widening. We'll be right back after this.
Save on your next insulation project with 11% off everything at Menards. Insulate your home with Owens Corning Foamular Insulation. Skip the cutting and finish that project quicker. Project panels are designed to keep you moving. Get a pre-cut project panel today for $8.89 after 11% rebate. Plus, stack on the savings and save more money with additional federal tax credits and qualifying energy efficiency home improvement purchases. Get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
When it's time to get on the road again, trust the family of car dealerships that's been serving Western Wisconsin for 100 years.
No matter where you are, there is an Osseo Automotive location close to you. From the farm fields of the Chippewa Valley to the banks of the mighty Mississippi River.
Whether you're looking for something new to drive or need service on an existing vehicle, you can count on us.
Osseo Automotive is Osseo Ford and Nels Gunderson Chevrolet in Osseo, Rudy's in Whitehall, and Fountain City Ford. Check us out at OsseoAuto.com.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Welcome to Wesco. Welcome to huge selection and savings. Join Wesco with Sparta to celebrate a fun Wisconsin tradition, Oktoberfest. All month long, save up to 20% off store-wide. Plus, as a thank you, you get a package of locally made brats and a free beverage from one of the local watering holes when you spend $499 or more. Wesco and Sparta, where white glove delivery and setup are always free. Tell them Peyton sent you.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we've helped hunters gear up for the season for over 6 decades. So as you prep for this year's hunt, shop unbeatable deals on supplies to make your trip successful. Like 10 packs of Grabber hand warmers, just $5.99. Save $40 on this Moultrie Micro Trail Cam Kit. Power up trail cams with 16 packs of Energizer batteries, just $10.99. And while you're in for hunting gear, select sizes of Hill's Science Diet dog or cat food are $5 off.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
House Republicans remain at odds over who should be the next Speaker of the House, and tempers over the situation flared during a private discussion about the issue. Natalie Brand has more details from the Capitol Hill.
House Republicans met behind closed doors for more than 3 hours Thursday to try to figure out what to do about the vacant Speaker of the House chair. And they emerged in the same place as they began.
I'm still running for Speaker, and I plan to go to the floor and get the votes and win this race.
Republican colleagues are at odds over a plan to temporarily empower Speaker Pro Tem Patrick McHenry to preside over the House.
We made the pitch to members on the resolution as a way to lower the temperature and get back to work. We decided that wasn't where we're going to go.
Jordan is the only candidate in the race right now, and he doesn't appear to be close to getting the 217 votes needed to win.
I think if he's not making progress and indeed he's hemorrhaging votes, then yeah, I think we need to go back to the drawing board.
I don't begrudge the 17 that are opposed to him. He's got 200 votes. Who else can get that?
At times, tensions within the Republican meeting ran high, with reports of a shouting match between former Speaker Kevin McCarthy and Congressman Matt Gaetz, who led the movement to oust him.
The whole country, I think, would scream at Matt Gaetz right now. Remember, it was a crazy eights led by Matt Gaetz and every single Democrat that put us into this situation.
Well, you know, he loses his temper sometime. Maybe it's the Irish in him. But I actually think it was a really productive discussion.
Congress has less than a month to pass a spending bill to keep the government open, and President Biden is expected to ask Congress for $100 billion in aid for security needs, including Israel, Ukraine, and the border. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
President Biden combined his request for Ukraine aid with the request for Israel and the border wall in order to secure widespread support. Meanwhile, Israel's defense minister told troops gathered at the Gaza border they will soon see Hamas territory from the inside, signaling a ground invasion could be coming soon. The Israeli military has updated the number of hostages being held by Hamas to more than 200. Devastated family members are calling for their immediate release. A day after President Biden's visit, Britain's Prime Minister arrived in Israel to show his support.
I'm proud to stand here with you in Israel's darkest hour. As your friend, we will stand with you in solidarity.
He also mourned innocent Palestinian civilians caught in the crossfire of Israel's blistering airstrikes on Hamas in retaliation for its brutal October 7th terrorist attacks. Israel has agreed to allow humanitarian aid into Gaza to relieve the suffering of civilians, while Hamas continues to fire rockets across the border. With more than 1 million Palestinians displaced from their homes, the first delivery of food, water, and medicine could begin arriving on Friday. The U.S. State Department says it's watching carefully to make sure aid arriving in Gaza gets to civilians and not to Hamas. Coming up, actors in Hollywood are getting creative with making money. How people impacted by the strike are banding together to get into the Halloween spirit.
And after a few showers on Friday, we're looking at pretty dry and seasonal conditions this weekend, but some big storm is heading our way next week. All that and details coming up on your First Warn weather after the break.
Get tax relief savings now at Home Furniture. Everything is on sale. And when you spend $9.99, you'll get an extra 7% tax relief discount, plus 1-year interest-free financing and free shipping. 7% tax relief savings now at Home Furniture.
With Chevy Silverado and Silverado HD, you can take on the mountains, or you can move them. With the power of up to 36,000 pounds of max available towing and the confidence of an available 13.4-inch diagonal touchscreen. Whatever your mountain, there's a Silverado for you. Get 0% financing on all 2023 Silverado 1500 pickups, or current Chevy owners get $5,000 total cash allowance on this Silverado with the Turbo Max engine. Visit HometownChevy.com.
Hi folks, Harvey Wood of Wood Sales and Service here. American-made Landmaster UTVs are built from the ground up in Columbia City, Indiana. The Landmaster team takes pride in their work from start to finish, starting with raw steel made in the USA. Then they fabricate, bend, weld, powder coat, assemble, and test every UTV. Landmaster provides their customers with the toughest, most versatile UTV made. Check out our large selection of Landmaster UTVs at Wood Sales and Service, Black River Falls. Family owned and operated for 55 years. WoodSalesService.com.
For over 25 years, Window World's provided quality products for homeowners around the country, including windows and doors. Every window we sell is custom made for optimal energy efficiency and superior durability. Plus, a vinyl finish means they'll never need painting. Just like our windows, entry doors from Window World are made to last, featuring a durable fiberglass construction that provides up to 4 times the insulation value of wood. When it comes time for new windows or doors, trust America's exterior remodeler. Trust Window World.
Hello, this is a real lawyer. Yeah, I've won 1 million cases, and I'm on a bunch of billboards.
Whoa, buddy. If they want the real Nicolay, they should get the real Nicolay.
Fine.
Thank you. Russell Nicolay here. Yeah, we can help. In a world full of choices, make sure you get the real Nicolay. How'd you even get in here? What are you doing answering calls? Where's your mom, man?
Right now at Home Sleep Express, get an extra 7% tax relief savings when you spend $9.99 or more on quality mattress brands like Luxuria and Thomas Cole Sleep. Plus, get 1-year interest-free financing. Tax relief savings now at Home Sleep Express.
Join the conversation at Facebook.com/News8000. Or you can always find us at News8000.com. You're watching News 8 Now. Expect more.
Well, it's a scary time for those working in the film industry and impacted by the ongoing actor strikes. But a new haunted house is helping out. Grizzly Gardens in California is a 1/4-mile long maze filled with one-of-a-kind frights built entirely by film professionals. The project brought 60 people back to work, including prop maker Mark Perrell.
People don't realize in the studios we always make the deadline. All you have to do is point a finger, give us a picture of what you think, a cartoon, and we'll build it.
The company behind the haunted house has also been impacted by the strike, but says this attraction would not have been possible during a typical fall season when industry professionals are usually busy working. They say studios also played a part, donating supplies and tools needed to make Grizzly Gardens a spooky reality. Well, now we're going to send it over to Chief Meteorologist Greg Barnhart for our weather forecast.
Yeah, we're looking at maybe one more system coming through here for the Friday that'll provide some showers. Big picture, he shows satellite. That little system's up to the north. It's going to dive south, so we'll track that one out. Besides that, the one to the currently overhead is pushing further to the east, but you see nothing beyond that for the weekend, looks like, and then we'll watch for next week. So really for the first thing we're looking at is high school football tomorrow night. There are going to be some showers that we might have to deal with, but overall not too bad of a conditions. Mainly in the 50s for the games. The showers I'll track out probably going to be more for Eau Claire northward and just some light showers too. But for overnight, as we track through, the showers will begin to taper off here by about 8 p.m. or so. We'll see kind of clear skies developing at least west of Eau Claire down to Rochester, more cloud cover further east. We might see some low clouds as you wake up tomorrow morning. I don't know if we'll see widespread fog, but there is some possibility for some low clouds to develop. They should quickly burn off, and once again, pretty decent day overall until that system that I just showed begins to push into northwestern Wisconsin. We'll see showers developing probably after about 2 to 3 for areas north of I-90, and then further south, probably getting towards the Cross area by 5 to 6. Once again, widely scattered showers, just some light rain potential with that through the evening hours. And once again, as we get closer to 7, 8, it'll begin to push eastward, similar to what we saw today, and just a few remaining up to the north and northeast of Eau Claire, probably through 10. And overall, we'll probably start seeing cloudier conditions, clearing skies overnight. For the weekend right now, we're not looking at too bad. Cloudy conditions, probably some breezy northwest winds at both locations for Saturday. Temperatures a little bit below average, but not too bad. Dry conditions and less wind as you go through Sunday. So overall, not too bad of a weekend to get out and enjoy the leaves, which should be peaking here. But then we got the big change coming, which comes from Monday. Tuesday, it's going to be 66 next week. But then as we go to the end of the week, we're looking to struggle to get to 50. So definitely a big change coming along with that wet conditions. It's really a system up front that just sits over the area. So we have one system come through. Then by Wednesday, you see this front, you see the wind change right there. So there's a boundary sitting right overhead. This will depend on how things play out, but definitely going to be wet because we'll see another system ride right along it. We might have a break here, and then Thursday, here comes another one lifting right north over the area. And that provides another opportunity for some significant rainfall potentially. Notice on the back side as the system begins to push a little bit east towards Thursday into Friday, a little bit of colder air begins to wrap around. So areas up to the north of a region, maybe getting down to Eau Claire as we go on to next Friday, Saturday, depending on how this system plays out, and it's still plenty of days for this to change. We might see a little mix going up for Friday night into Saturday morning for areas further north. We should start to see drier conditions by Saturday and Sunday, but that could change. So once again, it's going to be a wet period as we go through this thing. Overall, big picture shows all these threats right now. We'll get into that more as we get closer to it, but right now the strongest threat for cold temperatures is further to the west too. And then as we look at the temperatures right now for tonight, we're looking at temperatures getting not too bad, upper 30s to low 40s. And then as we look at the temperatures tomorrow, we're looking at temperatures getting back up into the mid 50s. And that will skip over to the 8-day forecast and show you what the temperatures look like for that. And one more click there. And there we go. And no, 8-day, we'll show that later at the end of the broadcast. But overall, good conditions. We do have warmer conditions coming through next week. But once again, we'll start turning our attention to that system the next week.
I love seeing the 60-degree temps, Greg. Here for it.
Soon.
When we come back, it's time to clean out your desk. We'll head over to Harder's Quick Cleanup for their biannual free shred event.
The 2023 Fall Home Show going on now at the Board Store Home Improvements. High quality at a low price on windows and doors, kitchens and bathrooms, siding, decks, sunrooms, and flooring. Don't miss it.
Are you scared of your utility bills each month? Or frightened that your furnace might break down this winter? Go to news8000.com/contests and enter for a chance to win a free furnace from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Enter, if you dare, for a chance to win a new furnace this Halloween.
It's Blaine's Farm and Fleet of Chippewa Falls grand reopening event going on now. Join us for giveaways, prize drawings, daily expert demos, and more. Shop huge store-wide savings like select bags of Kent Feed, buy one, get one free. 60% off select men's and women's Asics athletic shoes, $29.99. And get 50-pound bags of Blaine's brand black oil sunflower seed at a 40-pound price, just $24.99. Come celebrate and save at Blaine's Farm and Fleet of Chippewa Falls grand reopening event going on now.
Ruggability. We straight made that word up. How else to describe the otherwise indescribable, rugged, capable, incredible versatility and affordability of a Honda SUV? Kelley Blue Book's KBB.com calls Honda the best value brand. Car and Driver calls Honda the winningest brand in 10 best history. But we like ruggability, and you'll like the incredifantabulous deals, so see your Wisconsin Heartland Honda dealer today. Honda gets Wisconsin.
Hey, great big flat screen TV. Why is it so cold in here?
You cold?
You know you can warm this place up, don't you?
Ya kidding me?
Sure. American Home Fireplace and Patio can warm up a rec room, family room, home theater, or man cave with a gas fireplace from Fireplace Extraordinaire, Mendota, wood stoves like Blaze King, Pacific Energy, Lopi. Didn't you know that?
Should I?
Do you always have to answer a question with a question?
Doesn't everyone?
American Home Fireplace and Patio.
Are you scared of your utility bills each month? Or frightened that your furnace might break down this winter? Go to news8000.com/contests and enter for a chance to win a free furnace from G&T Heating and Air Conditioning. Enter, if you dare, for a chance to win a new furnace this Halloween.
See the stories you missed or watch them again on our YouTube page. Or find us at news8000.com. Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, pack up your paper because it's time for Harder's Free Shred Event. The event started back in 2016 and is held twice a year, once in the spring and then again in the fall. Sales and Customer Service Manager Jeff Holmquist says people from all over the Coulee region come to shred their paper and that there's an important reason behind it.
One piece of information in the wrong hands can bankrupt someone. People want to be sure their confidential documents are disposed of properly, and we can do that.
This is Harder's 14th shred event and is taking place Friday, October 20th through Saturday, October 21st. It only takes a few minutes to get through the process, and your first 100 pounds of paper are free. Anything above 100 pounds will include a small charge. We'll have one more look at your forecast when we return.
It's hard to believe that it's been almost 65 years since the Chilson family started selling vehicles in the Chippewa Valley.
Even though many things have changed, we have maintained the same core values and dedication to customer service.
And to celebrate our 65th anniversary, we especially priced all of our new and pre-owned vehicles and RVs with the best savings in years.
The Chilson 65th anniversary sale going on now. Check out all the details at chilson.com and let our family take care of your family.
Goodwill starts with you when you shop the original Halloween headquarters. This season, as you get ready to open your door to mummies, princesses, and never-before-seen characters, shop Goodwill for great deals on one-of-a-kind Halloween costumes, decor, and more. Perfect for any ghoulish gathering. It's your purchases that also open doors to job training and opportunities, all while keeping items out of the landfill, making you a superhero to neighbors in our community. Goodwill starts with you.
At Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota, we take pride in offering furniture made in North America with exceptional quality, award-winning designs, and lasting value. Made in America means craftsmanship, means quality, means value, and it means jobs. At Drury's, you'll find only the finest brands like Canal Dover, Daniels Amish, and Cannondale. Solid wood, solid values. Plus, there's Flex Steel, Lazy Boy, Smith Brothers, and Southern Motion, all proudly made in America. They're all on sale now during the Made in America sale at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland, as in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
with every meal made just for you.
It really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Nice.
Ready to transform your space? Or perhaps your favorite room just needs a few updates? Let our design consultants help you discover the possibilities to update your home. We take the time to discuss your space, your needs, and your budget. Coulee Carpet will help you every step of the way, from start to finish, with design professionals and expert installation to meet all your expectations. Let our dedicated team help you achieve your dream space. Visit us at Coulee Carpet Center on Mormon Coulee Road in La Crosse.
All right, we got some showers for mainly tomorrow evening. Should be a fairly nice day overall, mid-60s for most locations. Once again, once those showers end Friday night, it looks fairly dry this weekend, and then all eyes turn to next week when it should be wet and could be windy towards the end of the week.
That Frankenstein is ready for Halloween. Doing the Running Man, running towards it.
Yeah, the Running Man.
First dance. Thank you for watching News 8 Now. We'll see you at 6.